Welcome to the Wilshire Gun Podcast.
What's going on, guys? We're back again. We got August coming up. Pretty exciting stuff. We love having you guys rejoin us as always. First off, we got the 3-month sale going. Gavyn, tell us about it.
So what I got going on right now is the all of our hunting optics. So your magnified optics and the hunting thermals and digital night vision are all on sale. Most of them are between 5 and 15% off, depending on what it is. So for the average guy setting up their first hunting gun, the amount of savings will usually pay for the mount or the top rail if you got like a Remington 700. So pretty significant savings.
So obviously, like we said last month, we're trying to get you guys to be proactive, get in here, get your scope set up, get it zeroed, get everything. Now's the time to do it. Don't wait until that day before deer season because you're going to regret it, I promise.
And they will. We know it. See it every year.
Training classes. Training classes are up on the website for the month of August. We got, ladies, pistol fundamentals. He's actually running advanced pistol and red dot 3, which is a rare occurrence because we have to, generate enough that have passed through 1 and 2 to, get 3 going. But we do have a 3 this month. So if you guys are looking for something a little bit more advanced pistol or red dot 3 would be a good option for you. Let's see, night vision shoot coming up last Friday of August. As always, that's up on the website. Gun fun, it's a good time. It's up on the website. It's also the last Friday of August. So night vision and gun fun, or I believe it's the 26th. So that's coming. Let's see, what else we got? August. So August is pretty special to us at Wilshire Gun because it is National Shooting Sports Month. The NSSF puts this on every year. It's their time to try to get new people into the Second Amendment, into shooting sports, into a bunch of different stuff like that. And we love celebrating it every year. And this year we're actually doing something kind of special. I'm not going to tell you just yet, but probably by the time you see this, it'll probably be a few days after this releases that you'll start seeing the promos for the special for the month of August. I'll tell you, it's based on the range. It's based on shooting. It's a pretty good deal. Knock the dust off kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. You'll want to take up on this. So look forward to that after you see the podcast. Look out because it's going to be coming. You'll see it on our socials and stuff there. Let's see. All right, something old, something new. Quick reviews. Starting off, these are old. We moved quite a bit of these, but these are something a lot of people that are getting into shooting don't realize these exist at the price points that they do. You see them, and what I'm talking about is electronic ear protection. So most guys are familiar with just standard muffs or plugs, nothing special about them. The Electronic Ear Pro takes your ear protection kind of to that next level, and most people think they're only available in super expensive, your Peltors, your Swordens, super, super expensive, and they're not. This set right here, because it's got a fancy pattern on it, is $63. And what these do is they're battery powered. You turn them on, and when they're on, they have speakers that collect ambient noise around you, and then once a sound reaches over a certain decibel threshold, it basically, through computer and science and all that other stuff, brings those noise levels down to what's acceptable. Mm-hmm. So it brings quiet noise up and it brings loud noise down into basically that medium band of where everything exists in that same speed or same sound like height. I don't know. But they're really cool because you don't have to yell at your friends anymore. Like we could.
That's the biggest advantage. Being inside the range is loud anyways, so you don't want to scream at your buddy, and this will let you do it.
You can hear and have a normal conversation with active gunfire going.
And they're not just good for shooting.
No.
I use these mowing the lawn and all that other stuff.
I was gonna say when
Babies are crying, I throw them on too.
I get circular saw out and stuff like that. Yeah, it's handy to have these. And we have a bunch of different models, bunch of different colors.
Yeah, got some expensive ones that Bluetooth to your phone. You can play music.
You can play music.
Come in, FDE, black, tan.
There's one with an American flag,
pink, blue.
Yeah,
all the.
So these are definitely cool deals that a lot of people don't realize. Like you've seen them, but you're not really sure what they are. Come check these out. These are right down there by the range counter. We got, like I said, a bunch of different models. Mm-hmm. And if you never tried them, try them. They're pretty cool. So, on to our next setup. This one's pretty interesting. So this is something both Wilshire and our partner business, Cold Hand Arms, has in stock. These are made by B&T, and they're called the USW 320s. So what these are B&T USW 320s. Mm-hmm. They are polymer frames that have adapters that in Steve's version is considered an NFA item. This, in its configuration, is an SBR. Wilshire has them in pistol configurations where you can buy aftermarket tail hooks and braces for these devices.
Or make it an SBR if you want.
Or you can SBR this one and buy the actual stock. Mm-hmm. But they're essentially a 320 frame with this little bit of extra space for the stock or the tail hook or the brace or whatever you want to put on it. And they literally just take a regular 320 FCU and slides. This one's a full-size slide. Mine on it is a compact slide, so they're, the dust cover is a compact size. Mm-hmm. But you could put a full-size, you could probably even stick a subcompact on there. Subcompact. It would be a little bit shorter than the dust cover, but it would still function. So kind of really high speeds up your 320. Yeah.
If you're looking to get into a sub gun,
mm-hmm.
maybe like a backpack gun, small backpack, they'll fit great.
Yeah.
They fold flush. They clip together. You got room for your slide to operate here. And then they have this little finger bump that'll pop it open for you.
Yep.
And then actually, if on camera and in photos, these look flimsy, but these stocks lock up super tight right here. They don't wiggle around, so
they're pretty slick little guys. I've never actually put any rounds down with them, mm-hmm. but I've seen quite a few like system overviews of them and different stuff like that, and they look really slick. B&T, I'm pretty sure, also produces a holster for this. It kind of looks like a Safariland duty holster. Yeah. So you can stow it in a holster in its stowed position as it sits right there on your leg. So if you're running rifle, you could also run this. Rifle comes down, I come out to this, and I go into something like that, yeah. Or like, either one. So these are definitely cool. The USW 320 mm-hmm. By B&T. So come check these out. These are pretty neat. So getting now into kind of the meat and potatoes, the talk down. This month, we got our buying manager, Parker Greenlee, in behind the build. Hey!
Hi guys, my name is Parker. I'm the purchasing manager here at Wilshire Gun, and we're going to go over my rifle. So to start off with, the idea behind this rifle was to make it as serviceable as possible while cutting as much weight as possible, and also make sure it's not an NFA product. So first off, we have a 14.5-inch pin and welded Faxon pencil weight barrel, just to cut as much of that weight as possible, because with the free float, I don't need to worry about, the barrel heating up and flexing, and just modern technology there. Past that, we have everything mounted onto a Geisley Mark 8 rail. I wanted to go as rigid as possible so that if I added like a D-ball, which we'll get into in a second, it would maintain zero as best as possible. Past that, I have the Magpul Pro sights. They're the LR ones, so I can actually adjust and dope out the range off of those. Then we have the Cloud Defensive Rain 2. or no, this is the Rain, the original Rain. For the weapon-mounted light, this has a lot of power to it. It's a direct competitor to like the
Surefire mod light.
The mod lights and stuff like that. Moving back a little bit, we have the D-ball up here for when I use my night vision device. And then moving back, I have a Aimpoint PRO on a ADM cantilever mount. I chose a cantilever mount because I wanted to get the dot as far forward as possible. I really enjoy having dots farther forward, like on AKs on an Ultimac. And then also, again, when I'm shooting under night vision, this gets it far enough forward that I can get behind it under my nods. Moving back a little bit, we have a upper with no forward assist so that I am able to reach the charging level or lever as easily as possible, which the charging lever is a Geisley Airborne that is ambidextrous. And then from there, we have a ADM lower that is fully ambidextrous also. And then moving back from that, we have a Voltor A5 buffer system on a BCM stock.
Yeah.
And so this has been my go-to rifle for the last 4 years, and I have absolutely loved it. It is just under 8 pounds with everything on it. If you take the heavy stuff off, it's even lighter. So carrying it all day or shooting a class all day has been a joy with this thing.
Yeah, so you essentially could get down to a 6-pound functional rifle. Pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then some guys I wanted to show you, like he was saying, that the ADM lower is fully ambidextrous, and these things are actually really cool. These are billeted lowers.
Yeah, this is a billeted lower.
They're not forged, so they're, they come out like this, and they got their switches on both sides.
Yep, so yeah, I have ambidextrous magazine release right there. Right there, and then on this side, I actually have a bolt hold open that I can index with my trigger finger if need be, which really works well when trying to clear a malfunction from the prone.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Something you didn't mention, who makes your grip?
So the vertical front grip there is from Slate Black Industries. And I went with it because it is short, but also very slim. So it doesn't add a whole lot of weight or bulk to the gun.
So everything on here is basically purpose-picked to fit into a lightweight fighting carbine.
That was the idea behind it. I realized after a couple classes that the rifle I had at the time was far overweight, and I hadn't been hitting the gym enough. So I wanted to game it a little bit and made as light as I could functionally, and that was before I had a smaller light on at the time and no D-ball, and it was light, and I ran it like that for a long time, and then you start investing in NVGs and everything gets heavier.
Yeah. Who made your sling retention?
I actually don't remember.
Okay. Who made your sling?
Sling is a Sierra Tac that by Spiritus Systems. And so I've been using that for a long time, been very happy with it, love it to death. And I don't even remember where I got that at this point.
It's one of those, we all have parts like that. We're like,
show up with parts like, hey, it works.
And then I noticed your switch here too. We didn't talk about that. That is inclusive with the light.
Yes.
Those come with the light.
So on the Cloud Rain, they have two different models of Rain. One that is clicky cap only, and then one that is clicky cap with an integral switch that comes with it. And so that is what this is, which allows me to actuate everything on the top of the rail. And then if for some reason that fails, I can still use the back of the cap.
Gotcha.
Similar to how the Surefire is.
And so price point of these comes with a switch versus like the mod lights and the Surefires where you got to pay extra money for switches.
One inclusive unit. I think they're
a couple $100.
I think they're around $350.
Okay. So $300.
Yeah. $350, $400.
Okay. So if you had to change one thing, what would you change?
So the only thing I've been thinking about changing on this is, or if I could go back, is instead of going with the small flash hider that I went with, which the reason for this is the Faxon flash hider. It is the same profile as the barrel, so if I need to maintenance the barrel, I can actually slide off my gas block. I would have actually pinned on a something for one of my dead air cans, so I could actually suppress it.
So change something to a QD mount.
Yeah, because I've since gotten heavily into the suppressed market, and now
Right.
this can't be suppressed. But that's the only thing I would actually change. Other than that, this has evolved well over the years for me, and I love it.
Okay. Any last little like knickknacks or doodads you want to talk about? What trigger are you running?
The trigger is a ALG Plus. It's the upgraded version of the ALG mil spec. I've thought about putting a Geisley into it. I have several Geisleys and other rifles, but this one served me well, and at this point, kind of just like this trigger pull.
Okay.
Other than that, I think that's it.
All right. Well, definitely thank you for bringing it on and showing it to us.
Yeah.
We love doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed all the breakdown. Again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. We can't wait to see you National Shooting Sports Month this month. So stand by for those range deals, and we can't wait to see you on the range.